Welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. MLB The Show brings you the American League Division Series. It's the Crescents taking on the Athletics. John Shambi and Chris Singleton on the call. A big game 2 in store for us here today, Chris.
Yeah, this might be the game to actually decide the series, Boog. When it's 5 games, getting a 2-0 lead is a dominant position to be in, and I don't see this series getting to a 5th game if we have a repeat of Game 1's outcome in this one.
Yeah, the Crows start circling for a team that falls into a 2-game deficit, not where you want to be. First pitch coming at you right after the break. All right, first pitch coming up. And on the hill in this one, Luis Medina. And Singy, he's one of the most dominant arms in all of baseball.
Well, the hammer is in effect, and he sets it up so nicely because of the velocity on the fastball. Will elevate that and then break you off when he's ahead in the count. What I love about him, you get into the later innings of the ball game, and the velocity seems to go up.
The wind of the pitch. And a foul ball. The 1-2. And there's a ball. Next offering way off the plate. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He swung over top of the curveball.
It's his first strikeout at this level, but it definitely won't be his last. So, these early at-bats are all part of the process for a rookie, and trust me, big league pitching just looks different than minor league pitching. He still has plenty of opportunities ahead of him in this one, though.
The batter now, Jorge Polanco. Next pitch is outside. One out, base is empty. Swing and a miss. And that is strike 2. The line to kick the pitch. Good eye right there.
I think he wanted that call in the open part of the zone, but just didn't get it. Now he's just trying to get a better feel for how much it missed so he can adjust his sights just a little bit.
One down, base is empty. Gets to it with a slide. Gathers and throws. Nicely done for the out. Take a look at the lineup. Singy, we're looking at a really young lineup here, so not much experience, but it also means they're going to bring a lot of energy to the table most days.
Well, we're in a golden age of young players. I mean, these players, they're getting up to the majors. They're dominating from a young age, bringing home plenty of hardware early in their careers. I mean, before they even get to free agency. So, when you consider all of that, I love seeing the kind of energy that a team like this brings to the yard every day in and day out.
2 outs, base is empty. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Two down, nobody on. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Kicks and fires. Just missed.
It's a good take.
Swing and a miss. Came out. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. No score as we head to the bottom of the first. Here with my pal Siggy. And on the hill here today, Freddie Peralta.
4-pitch guy. He's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here, and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early, or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order, and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
So now 1-2.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
And that just misses.
Good, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Hard hit left side. Cruz out to first. One gone, bottom half of the first. Let's take a look at our lineup. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team, and I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
Here's Jose Ramirez. There's a swing and a drop. Rodriguez going back. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Batting third, the first baseman.
2 outs, base is empty. And now the first baseman, David Ortiz. Up the middle. Tosses to first. That's out number 3. Scoreless after 1. And we're back. Here's a big power threat. Orlando Colon. This guy is an elite level hitter, especially considering contact, just the ability to hit for average. What you really like, though, stays in against those righties, and that's not so easy as a right-handed batter. The pitch. Wouldn't chase that time.
There's some players, for whatever reasons, they seem to just face a slew of right-handed pitchers, and their comfort level increased so much that they'd actually prefer to face that same side thrower in a tough situation. Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted at first base with a quick free pass.
Emmanuel Colon, the next to hit. And that's outside. And that's ball 2. Yeah, most guys struggle against the same side, whether it's left on left or right on right. And this guy's an exception. The count 2-1. Matthew Ross behind the plate. Pitcher's umpire.
Yeah, pitchers that work side to side effectively love being on the mound with Ross calling balls and strikes, but if you can command your stuff on the outer edges of the strike zone, he will reward you.
Colon gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Now fly ball to right center. Sosa brings it in. And there's one down. And now it's Julio Rodriguez. The Mariners knew what they had. Signed him in July of 2017 for a little under $2 million when Rodriguez was just 16 years old out of the Dominican Republic. Swing and a miss, chased it out of the zone. Fast forward to 2022. For Julio Rodriguez to win the Rookie of the Year, the Seattle Mariners were then compensated with the 29th overall pick in the first round of the draft in 2023. Part of the new CBA, enticing teams to promote their good young players. No score here in the second. Hits and misses. It's a strikeout.
before. Felt like he should have had a look at, I think, but let's be composure right there. He found a way to come back with another good pitch to get him to swing and miss.
Here's O'Neal Cruz. Two outs. And a 2-1 hammered for foul. At the belt and fires. There goes the runner. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Right by his bat for strike 3. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the inning. Leading off, Sammy Sosa. Singy, here's a fun nugget. Through the 2022 season, only 8 players ever had at least 3 career postseason hits, where all of those hits were for extra bases. And you're one of them. Right through there for a strike.
Well, not to brag, Boog, but my postseason extra base hits were pretty special, too. 2 doubles off of Pedro Martinez in 2003 and an RBI triple off Freddie Garcia in 2000. Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
And a good eye there. I wouldn't get too puffed up about that postseason extra base hit thing, Singy. The all-time leader with 4 is Ken Holtzman, a pitcher, and one of his hits was a homer.
Yeah, Boog, I'm sure he was a position player there before he started pitching.
Sends it to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Batting sixth, the center fielder.
And here is Ivan Calderon. 2 down, nobody on. Right through there for a strike.
Dangerous spot for that slider right there. Didn't seem to quite finish out front and get that sharp break. Tell you what, he doesn't want to throw that pitch again.
Kicks and deals. Just outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. We'll move to the third with no score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top half of the third inning. Here's Marcell Ozuna. And the pitch. Up the middle. Devers gets it to first. And 1 away in the top of the third. Andy Rodriguez now at the plate. Here's a guy who is one of the best in the business. You're talking about looking for a hit somewhere, and this is a guy you go to. Gets the outside corner of that one.
Well, in this day of analytics, you have to be really good, and you've got to be consistent as well. Otherwise, you're going to be out of the lineup because of the matchup. But, yeah, it's amazing what he can do from both sides of the plate. Not a great curveball there at all, but clearly he wasn't looking for it because it just dropped right into the happy zone, and it looked like, to me, the swing was a little bit late. Tells me he gave up on it early and then just tried to have that emergency hack at the last second to put it in play.
So the lineup flips over. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Next pitch misses. Now 2 balls and a strike.
You know, but one thing about being a great switch hitter, it's so tough to keep both of your swings sharp. I mean, sometimes it can feel like a long time in between at bats against a lefty or vice versa. You can work on both swings, but there's only so much a guy can do in the batting cage.
2-2. Got it. And good work there as he gets a 2-3. Home half of the third coming up. No score. As we go to the last of the third. Now Molina at the plate. And a pitch.
Clearly was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
And a pitch. Fly ball down the line. Soto really on his horse for it. Makes a nice grab and a full sprint. And there's one down.
Batting in, the catcher.
Here's the speedy catcher, Christian Molina. He is at the top of the game in terms of defense at the catching spot. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss.
It's so impressive because these guys have to do so much study and preparation for their pitchers, for opposing hitters, and really their #1 job is to guide that staff through a ball game. And so when you also can turn it up offensively and be a force there, that is a win-win, every manager's dream.
Here's Rafael Devers. 2 outs. Swing and a miss at 99 miles an hour. And Chris, beyond the fact that he's so incredible defensively, he also can swing the stick. Still tied at 0, last of the third. Goes down looking. On to the fourth, still scoreless. We're in the second game of this division series. Now here is Jorge Polanco. The 1-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Bringing the cheese on that one.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Pitch. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And here it comes. And another ball.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Outside, and that is ball 4. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
That could be a tone setter for the inning. 4 straight pitches and the leadoff batter's on base. We'll see if the next guy waits until there's a called strike before he takes the bat off his shoulder.
And the righty deals. Maybe a 2-ball. 5, 4, 3. It's not in time, and they just get 1. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Orlando Colon. All tied up, and we're here in game 2 of the ALDS. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. They get it in quickly, so first and second now, 1 out.
These hitters today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
First and second, 1 out. Next to hit, Emmanuel Colon. That one missed.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Bill.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone here in game 2. This one in the dirt. Count moves to 2-2 as the runners hold. Left-hand hitter waits. Hard ground ball, base knock. Here comes the runner. Here comes the throw. But it's offline. He will score. On the board first, it's 1-0.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. 2 on, 1 out. Here's the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. The 1-1. Swung on, belted. That's bad. And that one is out of here. He powers that one out of here. And they tack on 3. It's 4-0. The brighter the lights, the more he shines.
Yeah, this guy lives for big moments, and right there made a statement big time. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
One down. And the batter now, O'Neal Cruz.
Well, we'll always remember how Cruz left his mark on Major League Baseball in his debut. 3 innings into his first game, he had the hardest throw by any infielder in baseball, the hardest hit ball all season by a Pirate, and the fastest sprint speed. This guy does it all.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Picks up strikeout number 7. So digging in, Marcell Ozuna.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
4 runs already in the frame. Top half of inning number 4. To the right side. Tosses the first. And they're happy to just get off the field after that frame. But the biggest swing of the inning comes right here, a 3-run homer. It's now a 4-0 ball game. You're watching the American League Division Series on the show. And we're back. John Chambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Alec Thomas. And a swing and a miss there.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
He goes down looking.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
Number 13.
Now it's Jose Ramirez. Next offering is fouled back. One down, base is empty. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Makes the catch up against the wall.
Outstanding catch right there, and I love the commitment that he showed. He knew that the wall was close, but was determined to make that catch, and a nice calculation of just how much room he had to try to minimize that contact.
2 down, nobody on. He swings and fouls one off. That's down and in. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Got him swinging. He chased the changeup. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the catcher, Andy Rodriguez. The wind of the pitch. Late with the swing there.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
the zone. And the batter will be the shortstop. And he deals. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Up the middle. Oh, look at the stop. With his knees in below. And they cut the out.
Look at the commitment to make the play. Down on the ground from the knees. That's not just arm strength, guys. That's core strength as well. Look at that rocket across the diamond. Outstanding job.
2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the second baseman, Jorge Polanco. That's in there, and now 2-2. A wind of the pitch. Third ball struck him out. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the power speed combo. Sammy Sosa. Swing and a deep drive. This one's got a chance. Way back there, and boom goes the dynamite. A massive home run. His second homer this series, and they're on the scoreboard. It's 4-1. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. He got on plane with that high fastball, but look how his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Absolutely crushed that ball.
Next is the designated hitter, John Kenzie Noel. The pitch. And it's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. Last half of inning number 5. That misses, and the count is even 2-2. Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count off at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
And now the center fielder, Ivan Calderon. The pitch. Out to short. Play is made 2 out.
Good late bite on that slider. Got the hitter out front. Exactly what he was supposed to do.
Now a chance for Frank Molina. 2 outs. On the ground to short. What a stop. A throw. And that's a nice play to end the inning.
This guy's anticipation is off the charts. Don't see many shortstops better than that. Great job to complete the play and end the inning.
We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, number 59.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Here's Juan Soto.
Soto reached 500 walks faster than anyone in baseball history. This guy is a once-in-a-generation type player.
Next offering in there for a strike. That is strike 2. Action in the pen down there. Yohan Ramirez, the right-handed sinker baller. He looks to be readying himself. Number 49, also getting ready. And he can't come up with it. But the throw to first gets him easily, and that's the first out. And next is the designated hitter, Orlando Colon. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top half of the sixth. And that's in for a strike. And now 2-2. Here comes a pitch.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage. They had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
2 outs, base is empty. And now, Emmanuel Cologne. Ball to strike. And a curve misses outside. Next offering is in for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. And it chases that. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. On to the bottom of inning number 6. The Crescents have the advantage, 4-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Digging in, Christian Molina. And the right-hander deals. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Ozuna ranging back. And they cut into the deficit. It's 4-2.
Things might get pretty interesting if they keep connected on pitches like that. Guy's got a real hard fastball. You can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
Rafael Devers up to hit. Righty delivers. And Devers hits that one. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 1 away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show. For it, but in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
That one ripped right center field. This looks like extra bases, and that's going to roll to the wall. Now around second, going for third. Throw, and it cuts away. Around third. And they got him. Aggressive base running to try and score after the miscue, but it backfires.
That really hurts right there. This is no time to gamble. When you're down in the ball game, you've got to be sure if you're going to advance a run or even try to score right there that you're going to be safe. Just a poor decision.
And now Jose Ramirez. The 1-1 is fouled off. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across here in the bottom of the 6th. It's not often someone hits a baseball this hard. It's worthy of the StatCast treatment, Singy.
Well, I was anxious to see what that exit velo would be, and wow, 116 miles per hour. StatCast absolutely lives for these moments. You know, it's so cool to get that kind of data back almost instantly.
Swinging a deep drive. This one's got a chance. Way back there, and boom goes the gun. That was blasted to the moon. Second home run of the inning for him. It's 4-4. He put a charge into that one.
That was a lightning swing right there, no doubt about it.
If you hit the ball that far, you know we're going to check the numbers. Let's go back to the no-hurt at StatCast. That was impressive.
Yeah, wow. I mean, they don't hit him much farther than that, Boone. Everything's got to come together to hit a ball like that, and he really showed us something right there.
And here is Sosa to the plate. Ripped to short. To first. That is the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now tied 4-4. This is the American League Division Series on the show. And we're back. Here's the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez.
He's a big, strong guy. Can untie this game with one swing.
Ground ball left side. Ramirez sends it to first, and the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th. Down the third baseman, O'Neal Cruz. It's interesting he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. Throws to first in time, and 2 away to start the 7th. Marcell Ozuna will hit next. All tied up here in the late stages of game 2. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Tapped softly on the ground. Whips it across. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. On the mound now, Ryan Stanek.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And now one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Hola.
Now, John Kenzie Noel.
Both starters out of this ball game, it now becomes a battle of the bullpens, and just seeing which manager can match up better and who's able to get to the finish line.
Down the line. And that is a foul ball. Right-hander kicks, deals. Slider got him for strike 3.
Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch. Tailing away from the hitter, rolling away with some good.
Dímelo, mi santo, dímelo, bendiciones, bendiciones. Activo, activo.
To the opposite side. Tell you what, that's a tremendous 2-strike pitch.
Not close with that one. Yeah, that's ball 2. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Jose Hernandez appears to be getting ready for manager Scott's service. Castro getting cranked up as well. A little out front there as he swings through it.
That split is a pretty nasty pitch.
Saludos, Ortiz, dímelo, Ortiz.
Looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
3-2. Right-handed reliever. The punch out there. 2 down.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves, knowing that they can miss the bat. Tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Dímelo, Corillo, ¿a quién va la apuesta? ¿A Maunabo o a Fajardo?
That's down and in. A slider missed.
Dímelo, Corillo, dímelo en los comentarios.
Tied at 4. And it's even up.
Humacao.
Dímelo, Humacao en la casa, como siempre, ya tú sabes.
Cruz out of first.
Humacao empató la serie, está 1-1. Contra los Artesanos de las Piedras.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to begin the 8th. And now the switch hitting catcher, Andy Rodriguez. Tied at 4. In the dirt, 2-1. Bounced up the middle. Molina.
La serie está encendida entre Humacao y las Piedras. Yabucao contra Yabucao o contra los Tiburones de Aguadilla. Y en el otro lado está Ponce contra AteniensesManatí, yo creo que son.
Late that time, it's strike 2. And a pitch. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And now 2 gone.
Hasn't been the debut he was hoping to have. 0 for 4 now, but I hope he's not letting it get to him. You know, there are a lot of high hopes for him, and I think he's going to get plenty of opportunities to make his name known at this level.
And that skips into dirt. 2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. And he grounds one back up the middle, and there's a hit.
Everything came together for him. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. Didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Soto down. 2 outs. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
And that's in the dirt. Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory, get yourself into scoring position.
Left-hand batter waits. Too low, and it's ball 3.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. Swings through, and that's a strikeout. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Jose Hernandez.
Power slider guy, Bird. He throws it hard and gets a lot of late movement, so it's tough to pick up.
Here's the catcher to hit, Christian Molina.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about any success against it.
Good eye in that spot. At the belt and fires. Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike. And now the lefty. In the air, left field. Ozuna should have it. Drops into the glove. And there's one away.
Now back, second baseman.
And it's Rafael Devers in the box.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate. Try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head. Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Now. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow death. 2 strikes. strikes you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Alec Thomas now. In the air, center field. Rodriguez heads towards it. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. It's the 9th, and we are tied.
Bueno, mi gente, está 4-4. Vamos para la 9ª entrada, yo creo.
All set to start the 9th in this one.
La
Now
9ª
it's the
entrada.
DH.
Y viene Orlando Colón de Bonquito,
4-4 in the
Humacao,
9th.
Puerto Rico. Linda imagen. Un screenshot. Uy, Orlando Colón.
On a dead sprint, racing back.
Ay, se quedó corto, pero puso a los Carriduros a sudar.
And here's the first baseman, Emmanuel Colón.
Viene el hermano Emanuel Colón.
And fouled off.
Esta es una batalla entre hermanos.
2-2
Los
now.
Colón contra los Molina.
Fights it off. You'll see another.
Con Maunabo está Orlando Colón y Emanuel Colón. Y con los Carriduros está Cristian Molina. ¡Oh!
This one is crushed. No doubt about it.
Lead.
And here in the late stages, they had the lead.
No.
A towering shot. And they jump in front in the 9th. It's 5-4.
Nothing
Yeah.
better than hitting a home run and put your team out in front.
Y
He's
Fran
enjoying
Molina
a fun trip around
para
the
el equipo de
bases.
Fajardo. Es así que no le esperaba.
Singy, this was a mammoth home run, over 460 feet, according to StatCast.
You know, Boo, there are only maybe 20 or so guys in the game that can hit a baseball that far, and it's absolutely crazy it's even that many.
Mi gente, le dio en el queso.
And now the center field.
Ya, en la última entrada.
Gonna count that at 2.
This is a spot where he's got to treat this as a clean inning. Forget about the
Y la serie es de 5.
being behind on the scoreboard. Start fresh and get those hitters back up to the plate as quickly as possible.
One down, base is empty. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Not in time. Great effort, but it's an infield hit. So, a man aboard. Here's the third baseman, O'Neal Cruz. Moved to first, and he's back in easily. One-run game here in the top of the 9th. Next offering upstairs. And a swing and a miss.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get one out first. It's going to be tough to get two with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
Bueno, mi gente, la cosa se puso fea para Fajardo. Fajardo tiene que apretar ahora.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. And that'll fall for a base hit. And that's the second out of the inning on the first play.
Wow.
That's one of those plays that happens sometimes, but it never really should. It seems like you just got a bad read on the ball. And the good
Ese parque es grande, entonces.
So up next, Marcelo Zuna.
Bueno, vamos, bro.
And that's downstairs and outside.
Maunabo que está poderoso también. Con Maunabo hay que apretar de verdad.
2 outs. That clips a corner. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt.
Lindo bloqueo de Cristian Molina. Wow, qué palo de Manuel Colón.
Gives them the lead. And the home team down a run. Welcome back, and here comes the closer.
Uy, mira que mira a pichar para Maunabo, Emanuel Clase. Carriduro aprieta. Carriduro aprieta. ¡Lindo! Y están apretando los Carriduros. Entonces, pues, esto se está tornando, mi gente. Uy, la bestia, un jorrón ahora y se acaba. Uy. Doblete. Ya. Para pelo. Esto es gana o para casa que más. Un palo de Ortiz, se acaba el juego. Esto está que arde. Lindo. Ya, entre qué lindo, los Carriduros, no. Uy, Río Moto. Está bien, corre más duro que David Ortiz. David Ortiz un tren. Uy, mira Sammy Sosa. Emanuel Clase la tiene difícil. Una línea y se acaba. No, se empata el juego. Esto se puso feo, mi gente. Uy, mira quién viene el chamaquito, Jan Kenzie no ven. Uy, se empató el juego. A correr los Lakers. Para pero, mi gente. Yo creo que esto se va a ir el buque. Y a Iván Calderón, la bestia de Naguabo, de Fajardo, yo creo que es de Naguabo. Uy. Iván Calderón, que paz descanse, la bestia. Se acabó el juego. Uy, Dios. No, doble play. ¿Qué es esto, Miguel?
And that means we'll have to go a little longer here tonight to find a winner. We're all tied up 5-5. So coming into the defense, Ahmed Rosario. He's the new third baseman. Also into the ball game, JT Realmuto. He takes over as the new first baseman. Now the catcher.
Qué doble play, mi gente, para terminarlo ahí. Wow.
The line of the pitch. That misses the zone. Ball 2.
Ortiz, qué doble play nos hicieron aquí.
On the ground, right side. Devers. In plenty of time. The first.
Lindo, 1-0.
Dos
más.
So the batting order turns over, and the batter will be the shortstop. Base is empty, one away, and here in extra innings.
Esto está feo, mi gente, no da para dormir. Pero estoy diciendo que viene la batería ahora de Maunabo, mi gente. No se pueden dormir, viene la batería fea. Carlos, le dio en el queso.
Go ahead run on base. Here's the second baseman, Jorge Polanco. Edge of the zone for a strike, and a count 1-2.
Lindo. No pueden pasar, viene la batería fea. Viene Soto después.
1-2 now. He fouls it off.
Vamos para el doble.
Two strikes. May see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Check on the runner, and he's back in there.
Bien.
Right there. All he's trying to do is
Ya los 84 picheos, no hay otro pitcher.
intent of stealing on that pitch.
Runner takes off.
Se fue, lindo. Uy.
Oh, save.
Sí. Fue 6.
He definitely showed off the wheels there.
Yeah, and it turned out
Por
to be
un
a
segundo no lo
bang-bang
pillamos,
play.
mi gente.
StatCast gives us the data, and that stolen
Lindo.
base wasn't possible
Lindo corrido.
without that sprint speed.
Ya se nos fue el doble play.
That one almost got it. One out. The go-ahead run is at second.
¡Listo! ¡Aprieta, vamos, aprieta!
Nice work there to get the shot.
Ponen ese pitcher, bro.
They'll be fired up. They can get out of this and leave that go-ahead run stranded in scoring position.
Caso,
This
también
is
ese
a big
pitcher.
moment in this game.
Lo van a dejar.
And now it's Juan
Míralo,
Soto.
papi, si te dan un hit, te vamos a botar. Si le dan un hit y perdemos el juego, vamos a votar al dirigente Fajardo.
Man at second.
¡Lindo!
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
¡Wow! Hay que poner todos los nombres de los jugadores reales aquí, brother. Ahí que va a ser bien emocionante. Uy, Fran Molina, los hermanos. Uy. Vienen los hermanos a batear. Fran Molina, la caja de bateo. Vamos, Fran. Demuestra.
Righty to the plate. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away.
Tranquilo, Bobby, tranquilo, que la presión la tienen ellos. Estamos en casa. Uy, mira el hermano. Cristian Molina.
So now 3-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Sentí que era un doble lo que venía. Vamos, vamos, caballito, vamos, caballito. Lindo. No bateo de foul. Visita la cantina y llévate 4 papelillos.
Kicks and fires. He walked
Lindo, lindo, lindo.
It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at bat.
Vamos, Cristian. Un doble y se acaba. Vamos. Uy, la vio grande, pero qué grande la vio ese hombre, brother. Tiger Woods pendejo a este hombre. Tiger Woods, Tiger Woods pendejo a la de Cristian ahí. Vamos, Rafael, tranquilo. Tenemos contacto con ella, vamos.
Swings and misses. It's 2-2.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
This is a changer. Alec Thomas waits on deck.
Vamos, no te me desesperes, vamos.
And a foul ball, he stays alive.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit. Just not able to square it up.
And the righty deals. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Ya esta gente están golpeando, brother.
Down. Winning run on at first.
Tranquilo, Dave. Uy, mi gente, se nos puede ir. Ya, tres. Toma. Bueno, mi gente, cualquier cosa puede pasar ahora. Lindo, eso. Saludos. Saludos, Tavares, saludos. Calavaras. Bendiciones, muchos saludos, muchos saludos.
Back now, we're in extras. And there's a new arm on the mound, Johan Ramirez.
Johan Ramírez a la caja de picheo. ¿A quién tú vas? ¿A quién tú vas? Habla claro, yo voy a Fajardo aquí. Uy, Orlando Colón. A la caja de bateo, los hermanos Colón. Uy. Tranquilo.
1-1 now. Yeah, there's a ball.
Está concentradito, Colón. Lindo. Para mí, Colón. Para mí, Orlando, pero voy a pagar.
The pitch.
Uy. Nervioso, güey. Tú sabes si la pillaba, tú sabes dónde le ibas a meter, ¿verdad? A los kiosquitos de Luquillo. Hacho, esto fue el MVP en la 9ª entrada. Wow. Manuel Colón a la caja de bateo.
One down, base is empty. On the ground to
Uy.
first.
Lindo, 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 lindo.
And 2 away to open the 11th.
Diablo, a mí se me olvidaron que sentaron a David Ortiz.
Julio Rodriguez now at the plate.
this guy,
Julio Rodríguez está caliente.
if he
Los
gets on
cuadros.
base, has the ability to
Cuadros,
really be aggressive getting around the base paths.
And here it comes. That one missed. 2 down, nobody on. We are in the...
Eso, mi gente, qué juegazo. Uy, le partieron una pierna. Papi, para la cabeza, para la cabeza. Está bien, papillo.
Yeah, assuming there's nothing broken in there, I think he should be able to shake this one off. But man, that can't feel good. He's going to have a pretty nice bruise at the very least, that's for sure.
Está bien, papillo. Papi, para.
Runner at first with 2 away. Now the third baseman, O'Neal Cruz. 2 outs.
Lindo, lindo lanzamiento.
Left-hand hitter waits. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Here's a 1-2.
Lindo. ¿Dónde están los de Maunabo que no se oyen? No se oyen. No se oyen. ¿Dónde están los de Maunabo que no se oyen? No se oyen. Tranquilo, que están ganando la serie. Está 5-5. No te fronteando. Uy, mira quién viene ahora. Camilo Duval. Maunabo de trago todo RD para acá. Allá. Vamos, caballito. Es tu momento. Diantre, y el capitán de Fajardo está lesionado, Guadalupe. Vamos, tranquilo, espera tu strike. Así es, millas.
Digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Y no bate de FAO y visita la cantina.
Payoff pitch. In the air, right field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 1 down. JT Real Muto steps in. Just missed. Sammy Sosa waiting for a turn at the plate.
Sí me imagino.
Habla claro, habla claro. Dímelo, Ortiz. ¿Dónde están los de Maunabo que no se oyen? No se oyen. Uy, ya al guante.
Qué bueno, Maunabo.
Qué bueno, Maunabo. Tacho, Maunabo está que pica. Uy, mira quién viene ahora. Sammy Sosa. Maunabo está que pica, mi santo. Papi, viene la alineación caliente de Fajardo. La oportunidad ahora. La oportunidad ahora, mi gente.
And now the DH, John Kenzie Noel. And there's a ball.
¿Dónde están los de Maunabo que no se oyen? No se oyen. Uy. Uy, la vi lejos. Y él la vio grande. Uy, 2 strikes, 2 out. Uy.
Slider got him for strike 3. No runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left on. 11 innings in the books now. We're all tied up 5-5.
¿Quién viene ahora a batear? H que Maunabo está muy poderoso. Desde el primero hasta el último. El banco no me lo quiere engañar. Saludos para toda esa gente que se está uniendo. Muchas bendiciones. Y donde están los de Maunabo que no se oye. Uy, por todo el medio. No rete. Pues.
Pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
No reto.
Swing at a ball.
De casco, vamos. Esa bola hay que cogerla hasta con los dientes, como me decían a mí, hasta con los dientes.
Andy Rodriguez will hit next. The MO for him is contact, a guy who's going to deliver average, not a ton of power. He's looking to hit a line drive somewhere.
Well, that's why it's a team. And when you look at a lineup,
Lindo.
he's a great 2-hole hitter or a guy that you can put at the bottom to help turn that lineup over and have some
una jugadita de rutina.
Now it's the shortstop.
Uy, Kene Berrío, está encendido. Oh. Paquito está encendido en la serie.
The pitch.
No batía gol, pero.
And a foul ball.
Cogerle miedo.
2 down, nobody on.
Un doble de este hombre. En este parque es un doble para él, un triple aquí.
And the pitch. And a swing and a miss. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down.
Bueno, mi gente, yo creo que el juego se va a acabar ahora. Iván Calderón, Fran Molina, Cristian Molina, a la carra de oro.
Bottom of the inning, and now the center fielder,
Iván Calderón. En la novena. David Ortiz dio un palo que la metió allá en las gandules. Y dieron un doble.
Down on strikes, and there's one away here in the 12th. And now, Frank Molina.
Ya, me escucharon a Iván Calderón. Esto está feo.
Swings through that. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch.
Vamos, Molina.
3 times, 4 times
Demuestra.
because hitters just can't let it up.
Pico.
Nice grab on the run. And there's 2 down.
The catcher, Christian Molina.
And here's the catcher, Christian Molina. This guy, one of the best defensive catchers going. You talk about framing, the ability to block, catch and throw. He is at the top of the game. Not even close.
Cuadrangular ahora.
Really good athlete. And many times you talk about, the feet of infielders. This catcher.
Uy.
Right back to the mound. Nothing across here. This
Qué vistilla tiene Sandoval, brother.
The 13th coming up. We're all tied up 5-5. Back now, and we're in extras. The new arm on here in the top half of the inning, number 49.
Era 440 kilos. Tiene un 20% de play ponchado.
And now it's the switch hitting second baseman.
Jorge Polanco. Mi gente, viene la batería a batear. Segundo, tercero y cuarto. Esto está feo. Para los Carriduros ahora. Hazme caso, esto está feo. Te lo estoy diciendo. Uy, picó.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Now at the plate, Juan Soto. And a count 1-2.
Y no bateo al foul. Visita la cantina, que allí va a verle todo.
And a 1-2.
Tranquilo.
In the dirt, and the runner stays where he is. The go-ahead run aboard at first. Nobody out. That one just misses.
Mira quién viene ahí, la bestia. Miren qué bola, mi gente. No. ¿Cómo que bola, brother? El árbitro, papi, te estamos pagando como que te quieren ir. Arbitré ahí. Ya, qué bola, manito. Hombre en segunda, en primera. Y Orlando Colón bateando. Y después viene Manuel. Te lo estoy diciendo, brother. Se acabó. Explotado a mi teca. Qué brazo, mi gente. Uy, eso fue feo. Nos dieron una oportunidad. Ya. Emanuel Colón. Lindo cambio. Vamos para el doble, mi gente.
They don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
And a ball in 2 strikes. And this is inside.
Oh,
swing and miss slider down and in.
Papi, ese bate llegó a Vega.
Get him to offer out.
Here comes the pitch. That's off the mark. 3-2. Good miss with that.
Papi. Tienes que hablar con el manager, papi. Hay que hablar con el tipo. Vamos a marichar, no tengo. Hay que hablar con el hombre, bro, el papi. Que querés para tu casa, querés ganarte el campeonato. Que es lo tuyo. Vamos allá. No te cojan ahora.
Minimize the potential threat right here on the hitter side.
Vamos allá.
Nice job of laying off that pitch.
And a big sigh of relief from the man with that full 3rd strike.
A Emanuel no le gustó. Para la falla el lío.
So 1st and 2nd with 2 outs. Here's the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez.
Apretaron ahora.
On the ground to the left.
Esas palabras del Mario fue poderosa. Perfección. Yeah,
number 52, a right-hander with big strikeout stuff, is getting it fired up. Marshaw getting loose as well. With the go-ahead run standing at second, and we're deep into extras.
Qué juegazo. Qué juegazo, mi gente. Qué juegazo. El Lider para afuera, que este está poderoso, de 3-5.
2 on, 2 outs. Swing and a
Uy.
line drive, slicing it away.
Lindo.
Puts it away for the out.
Mi gente, el momento es ahora. El momento es ahora.
Back here in extras, and a new pitcher on the mound in the bottom half of the inning, Yency Almonte. Now it's Devers at the plate.
Vamos allá, mi gente, vamos allá. Ya un cuadrangular de este hombre ahora. De 4-0.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Couldn't catch up to the heater. So digging in, Alec Thomas. At the belt and fires.
Well, a good slider from an opposite-handed pitcher has to stay in that tunnel just a little bit longer. Otherwise, recognition can cause you to barrel it up. And right there, the hitter clearly couldn't do anything with it.
And a pitch. And that one missing low. Outside low. The count score. Ahmed Rosario up next. Bases empty, one away here in extra innings. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Rodriguez settles into it. Makes the grab, 2 down. So up next, Ahmed Rosario. And another ball. JT Realmuto in the on-deck circle. Here in the bottom of the third, 2 outs. Caught him looking for the catch.
Wow. Este vuelo no quiere acabar. 17 entradas, no puede ser. No, 13 entradas. La 14, vamos para la 14 ahora.
Back now, we're in extras. And there's a new arm on the mound, number 52. So digging in, O'Neal Cruz. Next offering is down low. Hit hard on the ground is short. Throw over to Realmuto. One down. And the left fielder, Marcell Ozuna. to right. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there are 2 outs.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
Here's the catcher, Andy Rodriguez. The line to kick the pitch. Breaking ball inside. 2-1. That one fouled off. Two down, nobody on. That one ran inside, almost got him. Now this is in the air down the line, and that will drop foul. And the inning is over. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now it is JT Realmuto. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
That's inside. Kicks and fires. Hits and misses. It's a strikeout.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got pitched to hit and he just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
Now it's the right fielder, Sammy Sosa. The 1-1. And another ball. That one misses. Without 3 in a row. John Quincy Noel waiting for a turn at the plate. Next offering is in for a strike.
Oh boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Inside ball 4.
Good day for the on-base percentage right there. Right down the through, and the 3 outs keep on coming. You got OBP booth.
1 down, runner at first. And next is the designated hitter, John Quincy Noel. Wouldn't chase that time. Runner on the go to third. No chance of the double play with the runner in motion.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. The job is to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score the go-ahead run. That's exactly what happened. So you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Man on second, 2 down.
Se acabó el juego, mi gente. Se acabó el juego. Se acabó el juego, mi gente.
Circumstances, these people have gone crazy. What a nice win, but you got to turn the page quickly to come back for the next game.
6-5 the final here today. A 1-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire crew. I'm John Shelby saying so long.
Tremendo juegazo, mi gente. Mira, mi gente, les voy a enseñar cómo está la cosa. Ahí está. 11 está 1-0 contra Manatí. Fajardo empata de juego contra Maunabo. Yabucao perdiendo con Aguadilla 2-0. Humacao contra Piedras está 1-1 la serie. Bueno, mi gente, pues hablamos ahorita. Muchas bendiciones y muchas gracias por conectarse. Ahorita venimos con Ponce y Manatí.